You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. All right. It's a big game for your boys this weekend. Clemson at Wake Forest, true road game, another matchup of ranked teams. Look, another team, Wake Forest right now, I don't know what to think. It was a clear look-ahead spot last week, but they needed some heroics down the stretch to sneak by a Liberty team that does not impress me much. Shout out to Shania Twain. Great song. Darian, this is obviously an important game for the stakes of the ACC. You gave a toast to Hartman earlier in this episode. Obviously, he's critically important to this game, but does having him back under center give Wake Forest a real shot to win this game against your Tigers?
Here's my thinking. I think last year proved it, because last year they came to the Valley, and for the first time in maybe ever, they were their higher ranked team. We played them last year in the Valley, which is crazy. And I think Sam Hartman's able to be
we may have lost him for real.
To me last year. You lost me again?
We lost you again, but you're back.
Look, guys, I didn't check the Wi-Fi when I got this thing. All right, look, here's my thing. Well, I don't know where I left off, but here's what I'm saying about Sam Hartman. I think Sam Hartman's able to be Sam Hartman against anybody who doesn't have a dominant defensive line. And so they are able to manufacture that slow zone read and get big plays out of it. He has a big arm. He's very efficient. But last year, to me, proved that, to me, Wake's the same old Wake when they play Clemson. They came into the Valley, the higher ranked team last year, which probably was the first time in ever that they were the higher ranked team, and he couldn't get the ball off. It was a nightmare. And I think this defensive line, to me, if they can get to Sam Hartman, it's going to be a long day for Wake Forest. And the only true way Wake Forest, to me, can win, they got to put up enough points. Clemson's been scoring points. It's been a little sporadic, and because you watch the flow of the games, it hasn't been just high-powered offense. We've shown moments of putting together on the offensive side. And so if Wake can slow us down a little bit and Sam Hartman can get the ball off, maybe they got a chance. But the biggest if is Sam Hartman getting the ball off. I think Clemson's going to apply pressure. But the weakness we've seen the past weeks at Clemson is teams that can just nickel and dime us have, Furman, La Tech. I was sitting there. I was at one of those games and one at the crib watching, and I thought they had a good drive. They had a good game. We were getting picked apart. So if they can pick up some of that stuff the past couple weeks, and you got a veteran quarterback in Sam Hartman who can get it done, that could be a scary thing for Clemson. But I really think Clemson is putting it together. You watch DJ Uiagalelei the past 2 weeks. This is the best he's looked since Notre Dame, Boston College 2 years ago. He's finally owning the team. It's no more quarterback discussion. We were all here at the beginning of the season figuring out if Klubnik should get in. It's DJ's team. He's running the ship, and they're finally starting to get some confidence in receivers, which Clemson's been known to have. Shipley's running the ball. He's leading yards per carry. So to me, I would love to see it be a dominant win for Clemson from top to bottom. We haven't put together a four-quarter game yet, so I would love to see that in a road game, and to me to really solidify Clemson being a top 4 or 5 team, because I felt we've been getting a little bit of benefit out too. I don't think we played super dominant. I don't know if anybody in the country has besides Georgia. And y'all, man, we got a conversation later. But I thought we've been playing good enough. I would love to see us be a dominant team this week.
So I put Clemson in that group, to your point. Not up there with Georgia, not up there with Alabama necessarily. But I put them in that next group where you could throw Michigan around, you could throw Ohio State around, you could throw USC, Oklahoma around if you really want to. Clint, my question to you from what you've seen, Clint, where does Clemson belong in that? Do they belong at the top of that second tier of college football right now, or do you still have question marks?
Well, I got question marks, but I think Clemson will, until they lose their way out of the top of the second tier, that's where Clemson lives for me. And to be honest with you, if Georgia wasn't so damn good right now, they would be right there in the mix with everybody. Look, let's not act like Alabama has everything figured out. They went down there and a Texas team that we don't know a whole hell of a lot about with their second string quarterback on one damn leg damn near beat them. So I don't know that Alabama is just deserves to be in a tier of their own right below Georgia, if we're being completely honest yet. I don't know that they've been really tested to this point. So, yeah, I mean, Clemson's one of those squads for me, man, is until they prove different, they are definitely – I can't right now – my eyes can't let me put them in the same category with Georgia, but that's everybody. But Clemson will forever be in that first tier of football teams, if you want to call it the top, portion, the top 2 or 3 in the second tier, however you want to couch it. Clemson's right there in the running. They always will be until they lose out. Here's the deal about Wake Forest. Wake Forest is – my math may not be serving me exactly right, but Wake Forest, I believe, has played 16 or 17 games between last year and this year. They've been held under 30 points twice. Clemson did it last year and Pittsburgh did it last year. Only twice in 16 or 17 games they've been held under 30 points. And that's the thing boils down to for me is, does Wake Forest go in there and does this thing turn into a shootout? Wake Forest has got a shot. If they go in there and from Jump Street, Clemson's defensive line that everybody's ranting and raving about is worth ranting and raving about, and they are wrecking shop, it'll be a run. It'll be a three touchdown win again for Clemson.
Yeah, it'll be a long day.
We're dropping our merch.
We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad. But I'm a big pod guy. Breaking news. The Field of 68 has an online store, and it's your one-stop shop for the latest and greatest merch in college basketball and college football. You can find shirts to support your favorite team, make fun of your rival team, or boast Field of 68 catchphrases like Daddy Brad, Cussin' and Discussin', and the Star Heels. Go to www.fieldof68.shop today and enter promo code TOUCHDOWN for 20% off at checkout. All right, to put a bow on this Clemson-Wake Forest game, simple question, Darian. Does Sam Hartman strike fear into you as a Clemson alum, as a Clemson fan? Is he the type of singular guy who you line up against and you're a little concerned because you got to play that dude?
Fear, no, but heightened awareness, yes. And the only reason I said that, looking at these past 2 games, I feel like these past 2 teams could move the ball like they have. I think if they can manufacture, I would basically steal whatever the 2 game plans have been the past 2 games. It's been working against us, and do that against us, they got a chance. But like I said, I think it's going to be tough the way they run the offense. If they can't hold up the D line, it's going to be a long day for Sam Hartman. And I know he hates playing Clemson. That's what I don't know how much we hate playing him. I know he hates playing Clemson, and so we'll see if that changes this weekend.
I think there's probably a lot of dudes that you could say that about in the ACC that you had personal experience against, Darian. So thank you for sharing that. All right. If you're listening to us on the SiriusXM app, we appreciate you. You can do so every single weeknight during the week and then Saturday as well for our After Dark show after all of the action on a college football Saturday. If you're watching us on YouTube, please click that link, subscribe so you don't miss any of our shows on After Dark for the rest of the season.
What's going on, guys? Rob Doster here, the founder of the Field of 68 and the Field of 12 Media Networks. I wanted to take a quick minute to let you guys know about an exciting new project that we have been working on for the last 3 months. The Almanac, an all-encompassing preview of the 2022-23 college basketball season. We spoke with every single Division I head coach to give you a robust and accurate preview for all 363 Division I college basketball teams. We have predictions for conference finishes for all 32 leagues. We have features on the best freshmen, the best big men, the breakout stars, the coaches on the hot seat, so much more. It is 600,000 words of sheer happiness for the college basketball fan in your life. The Almanac is going to be available for digital purchase on September 26th for just $19.99, but you can pre-order it today using the promo code HOOPS and save 20%. Just hit the link in the description below.